Every day, millions of people over 60 fill their plates with vegetables, believing they are making the healthiest choice possible. After all, we've been told since childhood, eat your vegetables, they are good for you. But what if I told you that not every vegetable is your friend after 60? In fact, some of the most common vegetables sitting in your fridge right now could be silently draining your energy, aggravating your digestion, or even interfering with how your body absorbs nutrients. And here's the shocking part. Doctors are now warning that for older adults, the wrong vegetables eaten regularly can do more harm than good. They can contribute to bloating, joint stiffness, fatigue, and even trigger dangerous spikes in blood sugar. But before you start thinking you need to give up on vegetables altogether, there's good news. Research now shows that swapping just a few of these problem veggies with safer, more senior-friendly options can restore energy, support healthy digestion, protect your joints, and keep your metabolism strong well into your 70s and beyond. So, if you're over 60 and you want to stay active, independent, and healthy without giving up the foods you love, this episode is for you. Welcome to Senior Fit, where we bring you simple, science-backed ways to stay strong, age better, and live more vibrantly after 60. In today's episode, we're going to reveal the 5 vegetables doctors say you should avoid after 60, and more importantly, the better options you can eat instead. Each swap is backed by research and explained in a way that's simple to understand. Because the truth is, your body changes with age, and so should your nutrition. What worked for you at the 30th may not be helping you at 65. In fact, it could be holding you back. Now let's get into it, starting with vegetable number 5 on our list. This one might surprise you because it's often promoted as a superfood. But for older adults, it comes with hidden drawbacks that you'll want to know about. Vegetable to avoid number 5, raw broccoli and cauliflower. Yes, broccoli and cauliflower belong to the cruciferous family of vegetables, foods that are often praised for their cancer-fighting compounds and rich nutrient profile. And while they absolutely have benefits, eating them raw can be a hidden problem after 60. Here's why. Cruciferous vegetables contain compounds called raffinose and sulfurous glucosinolates. These are complex sugars and sulfur-based compounds that are extremely difficult to digest, especially for aging digestive systems where stomach acid and enzyme production naturally decline. The result? Gas, bloating, and discomfort. Many older adults report that after eating a plate of raw broccoli or cauliflower, they feel sluggish, swollen, or even experience abdominal pain. This isn't because these vegetables are bad. It's because your body's ability to break them down efficiently changes with age. But digestion isn't the only issue. Cruciferous vegetables in raw form can also interfere with thyroid function. They contain substances called goitrogens, which can reduce your body's ability to absorb iodine, a mineral your thyroid gland needs to produce hormones. For older adults already struggling with sluggish thyroid activity, a condition far more common after 60, raw broccoli or cauliflower can add more strain. So does this mean you have to give up broccoli and cauliflower forever? Not at all. It's about preparation. Safer option, steamed or lightly cooked broccoli and cauliflower. When you cook cruciferous vegetables, even just steaming them for 3 to 5 minutes, you deactivate much of the goitrogenic compounds and make them dramatically easier to digest. Cooking also helps release antioxidants like indole-3 carbinol, which support liver detoxification and hormone balance. For older adults, lightly cooked broccoli or cauliflower can still deliver cancer-fighting compounds, fiber, and vitamins without the digestive backlash. Pairing them with a little olive oil also improves absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. So the swap is simple. Instead of piling raw broccoli onto your salad, steam it lightly and drizzle it with olive oil and a sprinkle of lemon. You'll still get all the benefits, but without the discomfort or thyroid strain. Vegetable to avoid number 4, eggplant. Eggplant, also known as aubergine, is loved in Mediterranean and Asian cuisines. It's versatile, it soaks up flavors, and it's often considered healthy because it's low in calories and rich in antioxidants. But here's the problem. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family of vegetables, along with tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes. Nightshade contain compounds called alkaloids, specifically solanin. In sensitive individuals, solanin can trigger inflammation, particularly in the joints. Carrots are also packed with beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, an essential nutrient for eye health, immune function, and skin integrity. After 60, protecting your eyesight becomes critical, and regular carrot intake supports retinal health and reduces the risk of macular degeneration. Instead of reaching for corn as a side dish, try roasted carrots with a light glaze of olive oil and herbs. They are delicious, colorful, and far more supportive of healthy aging. Coming up next. So far, we've covered 3 surprising vegetables to avoid after 60: raw broccoli and cauliflower, eggplant, and corn. We've also introduced safer swaps like lightly cooked cruciferous vegetables, zucchini, and carrots. But we're only halfway through. In Part 2, we'll reveal the top 2 vegetables that doctors say can quietly undermine your health after 60, and the safer, more powerful alternatives you can enjoy instead. One of them is hiding in almost every kitchen and have been linked to dangerous spikes in blood pressure. Before we wrap up Part 1, let me know in the comments below. White right pointing backhand index, have you noticed any vegetables that seem to upset your digestion or make your joints ache more? White right pointing backhand index, do you already cook your broccoli and cauliflower, or are you still eating them raw in salads? Your experience might help someone else in our community who's struggling with the same issues. Stay tuned for Part 2. You won't want to miss it. In Part 1, we uncovered 3 surprising vegetables that can cause hidden issues for older adults: raw broccoli, cauliflower, eggplant, and corn. We also discussed safer alternatives like lightly steamed cruciferous vegetables, zucchini, and carrots, foods that deliver the nutrition you need without the unwanted side effects. But we're not done yet. In this part, we'll reveal the final 2 vegetables that doctors say you should limit or avoid after 60. These last 2 are especially important because they're incredibly common, found in kitchens, restaurants, and packaged food across the country. Many people over 60 eat them daily, not realizing they could be contributing to higher blood pressure, joint problems, and metabolic strain. Let's dive right in with vegetable number 2. Vegetable to avoid number 2, pickled or canned vegetables. When you think of vegetables, you probably picture something fresh, colorful, and nourishing. But millions of people over 60 rely on pickled or canned vegetables as a convenient way to add something green, or at least vegetable-like, to their meals. Think of canned green beans, jarred pickles, or preserved beets. On the surface, they seem harmless. After all, they're vegetables, right? But here's the hidden problem: sodium overload. Most canned and pickled vegetables are preserved with salt-heavy brines. A single serving can contain anywhere from 400 to 800 milligrams of sodium. For context, the American Heart Association recommends limiting sodium intake to 1,500 milligrams per day for older adults, especially those with high blood pressure, heart disease, or kidney concerns. That means just one small serving of canned or pickled vegetables could give you nearly half of your daily sodium allowance. And because salt is an acquired taste, eating salty foods regularly actually changes your palate, making fresh vegetables taste bland by comparison. For older adults, excess sodium is more than just a number. It's a direct threat to your cardiovascular health. Too much sodium pulls water into your bloodstream, raising blood pressure, straining the arteries, and forcing your heart to work harder. Over time, this increases the risk of strokes, heart attacks, and kidney decline. But that's not all. The canning process often strips vegetables of delicate water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C and certain B vitamins, leaving you with fewer nutrients than you might expect. So, while canned and pickled vegetables are convenient, they're not the best choice for seniors who want to support heart health, maintain energy, and preserve nutrient intake. Safer option: fresh or frozen vegetables. If convenience is your main concern, there's a better choice: frozen vegetables. Contrary to what many people think, frozen vegetables are not less healthy than fresh. In fact, studies show that vegetables frozen at peak ripeness often retain more nutrients than those sitting for weeks on store shelves. Frozen peas, green beans, spinach, or mixed vegetable blends are quick to prepare, low in sodium, and packed with vitamins. All you have to do is heat them gently with a little olive oil and garlic for flavor. If you enjoy pickled foods with their tangy taste, consider making your own quick pickled vegetables at home using vinegar, herbs, and minimal salt. That way, you get the flavor without the dangerous sodium levels. By swapping canned or heavily pickled vegetables for fresh or frozen ones, you'll protect your heart, keep your blood pressure in check, and nourish your body with real vitamins and minerals, not just salt water. Vegetable to avoid number 1, white potatoes, especially fried. Now, let's talk about one of the most beloved vegetables in the American diet, potatoes. Whether it's mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving, French fries at the diner, or baked potatoes loaded with toppings, they've been a staple on our plates for generations. But here's the tough truth. After 60, white potatoes, especially when fried, can become more of a health risk than a benefit. Why? There are 3 main reasons. 1. High glycemic load. White potatoes are incredibly starchy. When you eat them, your body converts those starches into glucose, sugar, very quickly. This sends your blood sugar soaring, followed by an insulin spike. Try baking a sweet potato and topping it with a drizzle of olive oil and cinnamon. Or roast slices in the oven until caramelized. They make a delicious side dish that feels indulgent but supports your health rather than undermining it. The bigger picture. Now that we've covered all 5 vegetables doctors say to avoid after 60, let's recap the full list. Raw broccoli and cauliflower, safer option. Lightly steamed cruciferous vegetables. Eggplant, nightshades, safer option. Zucchini, corn, safer option. Carrots, canned or pickled vegetables, high sodium, safer option. Fresh or frozen vegetables, or homemade light pickles. White potatoes, especially fried, safer option. Sweet potatoes. Notice something important. It's not about avoiding vegetables altogether. It's about choosing the right ones in the right forms to match the needs of your body as it ages. Because here's the truth. After 60, your digestion slows, your hormone balance shifts, your risk of inflammation increases, and your metabolism becomes more sensitive to blood sugar swings. That means the foods you once tolerated easily may now be quietly working against you. By making smarter swaps, you can stay energized, protect your heart, preserve joint mobility, and maintain a healthier weight, all while still enjoying delicious, satisfying meals. A doctor's perspective. Dr. William Lee, a world-renowned physician and researcher, has emphasized in multiple studies and public talks that food is not just fuel, it's medicine. The wrong food choices can accelerate aging, while the right one can slow it down and even reverse some of the damage. In fact, Dr. Lee's research highlights that many age-related conditions, like heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline, can be mitigated or prevented by strategic dietary choices. That's why identifying which vegetables to avoid and which ones to prioritize is not just about comfort or digestion. It's about protecting your long-term health and independence. Your action plan. Here's what you can do this week to start implementing these swaps. Audit your kitchen. Check your fridge and pantry for the avoid vegetables we've discussed. Notice how often you rely on canned beans, frozen French fries, or raw broccoli. Experiment with safer swaps. Try steaming your cruciferous vegetables, swapping eggplant with zucchini in your favorite recipes, or replacing white potatoes with sweet potatoes. Pay attention to your body. Notice how you feel after making these swaps. Do you have less bloating, more energy, or easier joint movement? Your body will often give you direct feedback. Coming up in Part 3, we've now completed the full list of 5 vegetables to avoid after 60 and their safer swaps. But in Part 3, we'll take things a step further. We'll reveal the 5 most powerful vegetables you should prioritize daily after 60, vegetables proven by science to protect your brain, heart, and bones as you age. One of them is so potent that researchers have linked it to a 40% reduced risk of cognitive decline. And chances are you walk right past it at the grocery store without realizing its power. But before we wrap up Part 2, I want to hear from you. White right pointing backhand index, do you eat canned or pickled vegetables often? White right pointing backhand index, have you noticed a difference in how you feel when you eat white potatoes versus sweet potatoes? Share your experience in the comments. It may help someone else on the same journey. Stay tuned for Part 3. You will discover the vegetables that can truly act as medicine for your body after 60. So far, we've looked at the vegetables doctors recommend avoiding after 60 and the safer swaps you can make instead. But here's the exciting part. It's not just about what to avoid, it's about what to add in. Because while some vegetables can cause bloating, joint pain, or blood sugar spikes, others are absolute powerhouses that can protect your brain, strengthen your bones, fuel your muscles, and keep your heart resilient as you age. In this part, we'll reveal the 5 vegetables researchers say you should prioritize daily after 60. Each one has been studied extensively for its anti-aging properties, and each one brings something unique to the table, literally. Let's start with number 5. Super vegetable number 5. Spinach. Spinach might seem ordinary, but when it comes to nutrient density, it's extraordinary. Spinach is rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that act like sunglasses for your eyes. They filter harmful blue light and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in older adults. But spinach doesn't just protect your eyes. It's also loaded with vitamin K, which is critical for bone strength. After 60, bone density naturally declines, putting you at risk for fractures. Vitamin K helps your body bind calcium into bone, making them stronger and more resilient. And here's another bonus. Spinach contains natural nitrates, which improve blood flow and support cardiovascular health. In one study, older adults who ate nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach had lower blood pressure and improved endurance. White right pointing backhand index how to eat it. Add a handful of fresh spinach to your morning smoothie. Saute it with garlic as a side dish, or fold it into scrambled eggs. Cooking it slightly actually boosts its antioxidant availability. Super vegetable number 4, red bell peppers. If you want to supercharge your immune system after 60, red bell peppers are your best friend. They are one of the richest sources of vitamin C, even higher than oranges. Vitamin C is critical for collagen production, which keeps your skin firm, your joints cushioned, and your blood vessels strong. But that's not all. Red peppers are packed with antioxidants like capsaicin and quercetin, which fight inflammation. But what makes beets especially valuable for older adults is their impact on circulation. Beets are loaded with natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, improves blood flow, and lowers blood pressure. In fact, research shows that beet juice can significantly improve endurance and oxygen delivery to muscles, even in older adults. That means better stamina for walking, exercising, and staying active. Beets also support brain health. Improved circulation means more oxygen reaches the brain, which may reduce the risk of cognitive decline and memory loss. White right pointing backhand index how to eat it. Roast fresh beets for a sweet, earthy side dish, or blend them into smoothies for a nutrient boost. Even beet powder added to water can deliver benefits. Super vegetable number 1, kale. If there's one vegetable that deserves the title of anti-aging superfood, it's kale. Kale is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. A single cup provides more than 600% of your daily vitamin K, plus huge doses of vitamins A and C. It's also packed with minerals like calcium and magnesium, which protect your bones, muscles, and heart. But what makes kale truly unique is its combination of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. It's loaded with quercetin and camphorol, which have been shown to reduce inflammation at the cellular level, something critical for preventing chronic diseases like arthritis, heart disease, and even cancer. Kale also supports detoxification, eye health, and immune strength. And despite its dense nutrition, it's very low in calories, making it perfect for weight management after 60. White right pointing backhand index how to eat it. Massage raw kale with olive oil and lemon juice to make it tender for salads. Saute it with garlic or blend it into soups and smoothies. Recap: the 5 best vegetables to eat after 60. Here's the full list of vegetables you should prioritize daily. Kale, anti-aging powerhouse for bones, heart, and immunity. Beets, circulation and brain-boosting vegetable. Brussels sprouts, detox and heart-protecting cruciferous star. Red bell peppers, vitamin C-rich immune booster. Spinach, bone, eye, and cardiovascular health supporter. Putting it into practice. So, how do you actually use this information? The key is variety. By including at least 2 of these vegetables in your meals every day, you'll cover multiple aspects of health, from vision to bone strength, from circulation to cognitive function. For example, breakfast, spinach and red pepper omelet. Lunch, kale salad with roasted beets. Dinner, roasted Brussels sprouts with salmon. This simple rotation not only supports your body's changing needs, but also keeps your meals colorful, flavorful, and satisfying. Coming up in part 4, now that we covered the 5 best vegetables to eat after 60, you may be wondering, how do you put it all together into a realistic meal plan? In part 4, We'll build a 7-day senior-friendly meal plan that combines these powerhouse vegetables with lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains. This plan will be designed to reduce inflammation, balance blood sugar, and give you lasting energy, all while being simple enough to follow without stress. But before we move on, let's hear from you. White right pointing backhand index, which of these 5 super vegetables do you already eat regularly? White right pointing backhand index, are there any you've avoided because of taste? And would you be willing to try them in a new recipe? Your answers might inspire others in the Senior Fit community to make changes too. Stay tuned for part 4. It's going to be practical, delicious, and transformative. By now, we've talked about the vegetables you should avoid after 60, the safer swaps, and the 5 powerhouse vegetables to eat daily. But here's the real question: how do you put this knowledge into practice? Because let's face it, knowing that kale, beets, and spinach are healthy is one thing. Actually building them into your everyday meals without feeling bored or overwhelmed is another. That's where a structured meal plan comes in. Not a complicated or restrictive diet, but a simple framework that makes it easy to fuel your body the right way. Today, we'll walk through a 7-day meal plan designed specifically for adults over 60. Each day includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, with meals that support stable blood sugar, protect joints and bones, boost energy and muscle recovery, are simple, affordable, and flavorful. And of course, each day will feature at least 2 of the super vegetables we talked about in part 3. Day 1. Breakfast, spinach and red pepper omelet. 2 eggs plus 1 handful of spinach plus 1/2 chopped red bell pepper sautéed in olive oil. Side of 1/2 avocado for healthy fats. Lunch, kale and beet salad. Massage kale with olive oil and lemon. Roasted beets, walnuts, and goat cheese crumbles. Light balsamic dressing. Dinner, grilled salmon with Brussels sprouts. 4 to 5 ounces grilled salmon. Roasted Brussels sprouts with garlic and olive oil. Small serving of quinoa for fiber and protein. Snack, Greek yogurt with blueberries and a sprinkle of chia seeds. Day 2. Breakfast, green smoothie. 1 cup spinach, 1/2 banana, 1/2 cup frozen berries, 1 scoop protein powder, almond milk. Handful of walnuts on the side. Lunch, zucchini noodle bowl. Spiralized zucchini sautéed with cherry tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil. Topped with grilled chicken breast. Dinner, turkey meatballs with roasted carrots. Baked turkey meatballs seasoned with herbs. Oven-roasted carrots with thyme. Side of sautéed kale. Snack, sliced cucumber with hummus. Day 3. Breakfast, sweet potato breakfast hash. Diced sweet potatoes, onions, and snack, handful of walnuts and dark chocolate square, 70% cocoa. Day 7. Breakfast, beet and berry smoothie. Beets, blueberries, spinach, protein powder, almond milk. Side of hard-boiled egg for protein. Lunch, kale Caesar salad. Kale base with homemade yogurt-based Caesar dressing. Topped with grilled chicken strips. Dinner, baked salmon with sweet potato mash. Baked salmon with lemon. Mashed sweet potatoes with a drizzle of olive oil. Steamed broccoli on the side, lightly cooked for digestibility. Snack, roasted chickpeas for crunch and protein. Why this meal plan works. This 7-day plan is built around 3 principles that are essential for thriving after 60. Protein plus vegetables in every meal. Each meal pairs vegetables with protein, eggs, chicken, fish, turkey, or legumes. This combination stabilizes blood sugar, protects muscle mass, and supports recovery. Healthy fats for brain and heart health. Olive oil, walnuts, avocado, pumpkin seeds, and fatty fish are included daily. These provide omega-3s and monounsaturated fats to protect memory, reduce inflammation, and support cardiovascular function. Slow-burning carbs, not fast sugars. Instead of corn, white potatoes, or refined bread, this plan includes sweet potatoes, quinoa, oats, and fruit, foods that provide energy without spiking blood sugar. And most importantly, it features our super vegetables consistently. Kale shows up in salads and smoothies. Spinach is blended into breakfasts and omelets. Beets are roasted, blended, or added to salads. Red peppers appear in scrambles, soups, and wraps. Brussels sprouts are roasted, sautéed, or stir-fried. This isn't a fad diet. It's a lifestyle pattern that makes sure your plate is filled with foods that actively support your health after 60. Tips to make it easier. Batch cook. Roast a big tray of Brussels sprouts, carrots, and beets on Sunday and use them all week. Prep greens ahead. Wash and chop kale or spinach so they are ready to throw into smoothies or salads. Freeze portions. Cook extra servings of salmon, turkey meatballs, or lentil soup, and freeze portions for quick meals later. Flavor smart. Use herbs, spices, garlic, and lemon to make vegetables taste exciting without loading up on salt. Coming up in Part 5. In our final installment, Part 5, we'll tackle one of the most common struggles people face after 60, snacking and cravings. Even if you eat healthy meals, late-night cravings, salty snacks, or sweet treats can sabotage your progress. We'll break down the top 10 senior-friendly snacks that satisfy cravings, protect your muscles, and keep your blood sugar balanced, all without guilt. But before we move on, let's hear from you. White right pointing backhand index, which meal from the 7-day plan looks the most appealing to you? White right pointing backhand index, do you prefer sweet breakfast, like smoothies, or savory ones, like eggs and veggies? Your feedback can help us fine-tune meal ideas for our whole senior fit community. Stay tuned for Part 5. It's going to be all about smart snacking. Let's be honest. Snacking is one of the hardest habits to get right after 60. You can eat balanced meals all day, but then mid-afternoon hits. Or worse, the late-night cravings come knocking. Suddenly, a bag of chips or a cookie feels irresistible. And while one snack doesn't seem like a big deal, over time, those choices add up. Why does this matter more after 60? 3 big reasons. Blood sugar sensitivity increases. A cookie at 30 might just make you a little tired. At 65, it can trigger an energy crash, joint inflammation, and brain fog. Muscle loss risk is higher. Empty-calorie snacks don't just fail to support your muscles. They can accelerate breakdown by spiking insulin without supplying amino acids. Digestion slows down. High-fat, fried, or heavily processed snacks are tougher on your stomach and can cause bloating, reflux, or discomfort. The good news? Snacking doesn't have to be the enemy. In fact, the right snacks can be a powerful tool to keep energy stable, protect your muscles, and prevent overeating at mealtimes. So today, we're going to cover the 10 best snacks for adults over 60, snacks that taste good, are easy to prepare, and support your health instead of sabotaging it. Snack number 1, Greek yogurt with berries. This is one of the most powerful snacks for older adults. Why? Greek yogurt provides 14 to 18 grams of protein per serving, enough to help maintain muscle between meals. Berries add antioxidants that protect your brain and reduce inflammation. Together, they create a balance of protein, fiber, and natural sweetness. Pro tip: choose plain Greek yogurt to avoid excess sugar. Add cinnamon, a drizzle of honey, or flaxseed for flavor and fiber. Snack number 2, hummus with carrot and cucumber sticks. Hummus is made from chickpeas, which are high in both fiber and plant-based protein. Paired with crunchy vegetables, this snack keeps blood sugar steady. Carrots equals beta-carotene for eye health. Cucumbers equals hydration and light crunch. Why it works after 60, instead of reaching for crackers, which can spike blood sugar, veggies provide a slow, satisfying chew. Sometimes you crave something creamy plus crunchy. This snack does it right. Whole grain crackers provide slow-burning carbs and fiber. Avocado provides healthy monounsaturated fats and potassium, helps regulate blood pressure. Pro tip: add a squeeze of lemon and pinch of chili flakes for flavor without extra salt. Snack number 10, protein smoothie. When you need something quick and filling, a smoothie is the ultimate option. 1 scoop of protein powder, whey or plant-based. 1 cup spinach or kale. Half a cup frozen berries. Almond milk or oat milk. This blend keeps energy steady, supports muscles, and sneaks in extra vegetables without even tasting them. Why these snacks work after 60? All 10 of these snacks share a few important qualities. Protein-rich. They prevent muscle breakdown and keep you fuller for longer. Low glycemic impact. They avoid the blood sugar roller coaster that lead to fatigue and cravings. Anti-inflammatory. Many contain omega-3s, antioxidants, or fiber, which reduce joint pain and support overall health. Digestive friendly. Easy on the stomach, unlike fried or processed snack foods. Compare that to the usual snack options: chips, cookies, candy bars, and you can see why so many adults feel tired, achy, and weak. The wrong snacks fuel inflammation. The right ones fuel recovery. Putting it all together, here's how you might structure your day. Morning snack, Greek yogurt with berries. Afternoon snack, hummus with veggies or roasted chickpeas. Evening snack, if needed, cottage cheese with pineapple or a protein smoothie. Notice how each option supplies protein plus fiber plus healthy fats. This is a magic trio for staying satisfied without sabotaging your health. Final thoughts. Over these 5 parts, we've covered a lot. The vegetables to avoid after 60. The safer alternatives that actually support your health. The 5 powerhouse vegetables to eat every day. A full 7-day meal plan to bring it all together. And finally, the 10 best snacks that keep you strong, energized, and independent. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean weakness, fatigue, or decline. With the right nutrition, your 60s, 70s, and beyond can be some of your most vibrant years. White right pointing backhand index, now it's your turn. Which of these 10 snacks will you try first? Do you prefer savory snacks like hummus and chickpeas, or sweet ones like yogurt and fruit? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear from you. And remember, every meal, every snack, every choice is a chance to fuel your future. Stay strong, stay vibrant, and I'll see you in the next episode of Senior Fit. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Senior Fit. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who could benefit. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss future episodes on how to stay strong, age better, and live more actively after 60. Your health is your wealth, and every small step you take today builds a stronger tomorrow. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.